Welcome, Aries, Taurus, to your end of the month reading for August. Hope your friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers, and anyone new to my channel. Welcome, welcome. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, Aries, Taurus, let's see what's going on with you in the end of the month. Best message for Aries, Taurus, please. What is going on with them? Seven of Swords, wishes. Ooh. Getting towards those new plans. It almost could be even like kind of an escape, right? Kind of like I'm kind of escaping to get to these new plans. It could feel like that. It could be escaping an old job to get to new plans. But there's a lot of hope and confidence going on within you, and your wishes are about to be fulfilled. So the energy surrounding you is, wait for these wishes. These wishes are coming in. So the more hope and confidence that you keep putting in, the more you're getting closer to your dream, which is very good. And like I said, you could also be escaping something for a better tomorrow that no longer had fulfilled your wishes, right? It's like, just leave these other two swords back here. I don't need that job. I'm going to go find something better for me. So take that how it resonates. Clarifying on the Seven of Swords is not only going to clarify on that card, but the entire reading. Hope. Yeah, there's a lot of hope in this. And the Seven of Swords is a hope as well. So it is definitely talking about the hopes and fulfilling of the wishes. Getting straight into the situation. The situation is taking place in the present, recent, past, and near future. You have the triumph. Yes, look at that. Moving on for a better tomorrow, for my victory. Something you thought about a lot in the past. Standing your ground in the near future. Wow. So going straight over here to the solitude in the recent past is talking about how I have thought about doing this, how maybe I have thought about quitting this job, calling out your needs and honoring yourself. Really withdrawing from the outside commotion of the world. So you could have been taking a lot of meditation time or a lot of you time for, you know, maybe it was yesterday, the week ago, maybe you've been doing it the whole month until now. Now maybe you're kind of coming out of this little like kind of hidey hole, you know, and people are like, hey, there you are, right? You've been hiding out. But it was just time for you to, you know, reevaluate. Try to figure out what's going on with your life and trying to figure out what it is that you really want to do. And really becoming aware of all the situations that are, you know, kind of taking place within your life, which is very good. You need that step back, right? And it also could also be very rejuvenating and energizing. Just kind of getting back to a place where you feel comfortable, right? Maybe there's just too much commotion, too much negativity going around you. Clarifying. Yeah, there was a lot of things that were up in your head. So I did feel like it was time for you to really kind of take a step back and kind of withdraw from, like I said, maybe just the world itself. There was a lot going on in your mind. To where you wanted to get to your wishes. Thinking a lot about certain situations. A lot of anxieties could be. A lot of drama, who knows, right? Take it how it resonates. With the Page of Swords, it's like I'm taking this solitude so I can go learn. You might even be teaching yourself how to meditate. However it is, it's taking this time to really evaluate, and the Page of Swords is a great evaluator as well. It's also communicating with yourself. I just think that that's really what this is really all about, is just really having that time out that you took, Aries, Taurus, for yourself. Yeah, so that way you can learn. Yeah, because you're looking and deciding on where to go, what to do. This is how you got over here, and you said, that's it. That's it. I know where I want to move. I know what direction I want to go in. And that could have been the whole scenario. You know, there's too much going on. There's too much stress. There's too much this and that. What am I going to do? What hope and peace do I have for myself? And you have found which direction you need to move in. And now you are moving in that direction for your triumph. It's something that you need to do that's more victorious for yourself. You could have just felt like you were in a low-paying job that was getting you nowhere, and now I need to jump on this horse and I need to leave to go find something better. There is a lot of letting go and a lot of transition going on within your life right now. There could even be a Scorpio that you feel you are either moving towards, maybe you feel very victorious with them, where you didn't feel any victoriousness. You know, you could have moved from one relationship to another relationship as well. You could have moved straight into with a Scorpio and leaving a Leo. It doesn't have to be. In fact, it could have been the other way around too, right? It could have been a Gemini and I'm moving towards a Cancer. However, but it does feel like for some of you, you do feel more victorious with this other person. So for some of you, it does feel like a person as well. For most of you, it just feels like a job, some kind of opportunity that, you know, you're like, look, I'm not victorious over here with the Six of Wands upside down. This was nothing that could be conquered. Whether it was, like I said, love, whatever your situation is, and it does feel like you're transitioning towards something that's better and more hopeful for yourself. You've reflected so much on this. It's definitely something that has your passions ignited. Like I said, it could be a Gemini that you're going towards. Wow, look at that. And it could be new love. But however it is, it's got your passions ignited, and it's something that you feel, it's a feel-good situation. And it could be a situation also that you might not have felt this feel-good and this kind of free for a while, right? This hopeful. You know, with the Nine of Cups. Definitely a lot of emotions going on over here. And so, like I said, feel-good emotions. Feeling like you're actually moving towards something that is good for you, right for you. Maybe you felt like you were stuck, you know, over here for a long time. You finally got this opportunity, and with the ships coming in. And it might even feel like, you know, I've dreamt about things like this to happen a long time. And right now in the present, it's like, as the more I'm dreaming, I'm starting to see the ships actually start to set sail and really wanting them to dock. It doesn't feel like, you know, they're going to dock anytime soon. It's going to take a little while, but you're really starting to get your dreams off the ground, really moving towards that better tomorrow. And that's a very, yeah, look at that Ace of Cups. And you are definitely feeling more revitalized, feeling like you're in the right spot, taking on this fresh new energy, this fresh new place within yourself and within the world. If it is this new love is very refreshing. It's probably a kind of refreshing love that you haven't seen in a while. It has a lot of hopes and a lot of promise going on. But whatever the situation is, it has a lot of hopes and promises. You know that though, because you reflected upon this for quite a while, my friend, really looking at it. And I do believe that, you know, you did look at the pros and the cons and all the circumstances around it, really digging deep and really trying to get this dream off the ground. When you're standing your ground over here in the near future, watch for over-emotional people around you, because it does feel like you could have this, it could be a water sign around you who is over-emotional, and it feels like you're going to have to stand your ground against them. And it could be because they're kind of wanting their ways and needing something from you, where you can't really dedicate your place to them at this time, because you're trying to do something for yourself. So just be careful of that. Yeah. You're trying to become your own emperor over here. You don't really have time for, say, Cancer's over-emotional, wishy-washy neediness. That's really what it looks like. It does look like they're really trying to challenge you, and you just don't really have time because, you know, you're trying to get things off. You're very serious about what you're doing right now, and this person just seems to be kind of I don't know, pulling strings, maybe pulling your heartstrings. in the wrong direction, and this is not the time to be doing such a thing. You really don't have time for that, Aries, Taurus. You have other things to do. You have dreams to get off. You have boats to come to harbor. And they are guilty of doing so. They are guilty of trying to pull you into a direction in the near future towards them being needy. It's kind of a selfish behavior because they actually see you doing what you're supposed to be doing, but it seems like they want a lot of attention, so they could be kind of an attention hog at this time. As you're manifesting, just keep manifesting and taking action to where you need to do it so you can watch the magic come through. And it does feel like they are kind of manifesting you as well to come towards them. And they're really, like I said, pulling on those heartstrings, really wanting your attention, needing something from you. But it's ended up just going to kind of overwhelm you. And it feels like it almost feels like you're going to kind of feel, I think, too, are you trying to cause a tower between us? Are you trying to upset me? And, you know, with your neediness and not having it just feels like it's kind of disrespectful towards you, Aries, Taurus. Well, they know you're working so hard that instead of giving you a break, they just seem to be whiny. Okay, I mean, seriously. Too needy, too whiny, too overly, you know, upset, but there's really no need for it. There's nothing here in these cards, you guys, that shows me that they actually really need that. It's more like attention. It's not that they don't really have any real need to do so. It's just attention. They just really want your attention. I see that with the Page of Coins upside down. There's no real need. They're attention hogs. So, okay, they just feel like they're not, yes, they feel like they're out in the cold because you're doing what you're doing, and they really want your attention, so they're attention hogs, okay? And this is just because you need to get to your prosperities and really start working on your own, and really start pampering yourself and getting to where your needs are met. Look, you're going to nurture them, and you're still going to find ways to give them the love and the attention that they're needing. Okay, it's just that they're a little over the top, and it's really kind of pushing you away from them because you're going to start noticing that they're acting a little over needy. Okay. So you want to kind of watch that because it's an unnecessary over emotion for you to have to deal with such a thing. It's really not necessary, because actually what it's doing is it's going to end up bringing you back over here into the Eight of Swords. It's going to end up getting you in your head, because you end up, you know, too worried and too aggravated about what they're doing that it's going to, you know, try to pull you away from what is necessary. And this over here is not necessary. That's not. It's over drama. It's pulling on your heartstrings. It's trying to get their way. It's a very, I would say, over emotional, almost kind of a manipulative type of energy, only because they feel they need your attention. But it's crazy because it's showing you're already giving them attention with the Empress. They need over attention. So, and I would say that it's a child, but it's not. I don't believe it's a child, my friends. I think it is literally, she's coming up as the Queen of Cups. She is a grown, or he is a grown person. Okay, it's not a child. They might have childlike, you know, attitudes with the Page of Coins, but this is no child. This is, you need to grow up a little bit, okay? Because I don't have, you know, really time to do this. It is just really working on your emotions for no reason, really no reasons, except for the reasons that they have for their selfish. It's kind of a selfish behavior at that time. Okay, so just kind of work, you know, kind of, and that's just because you're doing so well over here and they see you working so hard that you probably, you know, like I said, you're not giving them the time that maybe they're used to having, but it's a little immature. Okay, so just kind of watch that because it's going to kind of push back on your manifestation. Yeah, there'll be a peaceful resolution. You're just going to have to let them know that you're really busy at this time and that, you know, this will happen within the next few weeks, and that you are trying to do what you're trying to do, you know, and that there will be time for you and time for them. So therefore you can communicate clearly to them to make that, that's right, a compromise. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends, and good luck on your new adventure. Bye-bye.